Hello, everybody. We just give this 1 second to make sure. I think it's always running before it says it's running, but all right, there we go. Now it says we're live. All right, my name is Greg Wojtyla. I am the superintendent of North Tonawanda City Schools. Today is Wednesday, March 30th, and we're here with an update for all things North Tonawanda City Schools. So we do have a number of things that we need some input on from the community. So the first one is going to be a survey through Thought Exchange. And it's been a little bit since we've sent one out for Thought Exchange. So if there's anybody new here, I'm going to explain that. There'll be a link posted in the chat here. It'll be on our webpage, and then we'll do a global call that will link people to it as well. The district is in its strategic planning phase, which means we're trying to set some goals to reach over the next 5 years. So we've been meeting all year. We're getting close to having some pillars set up that then will be finalized and shared with the board and then posted on the webpage and everywhere. But before we got there, we wanted to share them with the community, the direction we're headed, and get some feedback from you. If we're missing anything that you think should be in a pillar or that should be its own pillar, we want to hear that. And we want to know if you like the direction we're heading in or not. So in Thought Exchange, we will list it, and then you can make a comment. And then the way it works is other people see your comment as well as others, and you can rate it with a 1 to 4 stars. And then it does all this programming in the background, and it tells us what are the top thoughts, what are people feeling, how many people liked it, how many people didn't, how many people added something else, and we'll use that data before we finalize any strategic plan for the next 5 years. So watch for the link, and if you are watching it at work, the link will work tonight or anytime you come back to this video. We'll also have it on our webpage, and we will run it for a week. So Wednesday to Wednesday, we're going to run it. So hopefully you get some time in the next week to read other people's thoughts as well as what we're doing and give that a nice rating. The other thing, just to kind of put on your calendar, is that it's been musical season and chorus and concert season. We do have one more tomorrow, the 31st, which is 7th and 8th grade choruses that will be at the Fine Arts Center. And 7th grade is at 6:30 and 8th grade is at 7:30. If you have students in that grade level, I'm sure there are Schoology reminders telling you that those are coming up as well. The play was a week or two ago now, and St. Patrick's Day weekend, and we had a great turnout for all 4 shows. We had some very talented students in that. It was a lot of fun to do something back to normal, and we're looking to get back to normal with our spring and summer sports as we go into after Easter here, and they're already starting now. So we're excited for that. It is also budget season, so the Board of Ed has a meeting next Wednesday, the 6th, and they will be finalizing a budget that will then have a budget hearing and a budget vote in May. So we encourage you to either log in and watch the board meetings or come over to the ad building, which is at 176 Walk Road, and hear how that's going and what it's looking like. We have been in a good spot in North Tonawanda where we have not had to go above the tax cap that schools are allowed. A lot of people know that it's 2%, but that's a formula that each school district gets to figure out. And NT's has always been well under 2% the way that we figure it and go out. Even though sometimes we could go higher, we realize that everything's going up like gas and electric. Everybody has those same bills that go up, gas and electric. So we are being very fiscally responsible, but we're also trying to maintain the programming and add to it so that it's interesting for the kids that are coming back to school. So we're very happy for that. One other survey link that is out there is the Digital Equity Standard Survey. And the Digital Equity Standard Survey will also be a link. This is from the state. It's not just the school district. Every school district is supposed to be questioning their community. And this is what the next wave is, sort of free internet. That it might be filtered, but we're in that process already, so that they're realizing that through the pandemic that that's very important. And they wanted to ask, do you have a good quality internet? Those types of surveys there. So that's very important for them to know. It's where funding goes in rural New York and populated New York for getting everybody digital access that's not delayed, and not some people have it and some don't. So I'm going to look at the comments, and then we'll go back and just do a review. All right. NTI, yeah, so they should be doing one. Theirs will probably be later because a lot of the fourth, fifth, and sixth graders are taking the lessons together, and there's only so much time to get into the Alumni Center. So they will probably be after Easter. If it's not in the district calendar, you could contact the school and they can tell you. Okay. Yeah, the elementary schools usually do theirs closer to the end of the school year. The last day of school has not been officially determined yet, but it will be shortly after the Easter break, because we shouldn't have any more snow days. We did use quite a few snow days, though, and the reason that the elementary school year changes usually is that I have a bank of snow days to give back, and we won't have that many. So it'll be pretty close, but we'll try and get some days back that last week of June there that's regularly scheduled. Let's see. Here is the link to the Digital Equity Standard Survey. That's the one that the state's asking us to share with parents, so please let people know that's on here, and it'll be on our webpage as well. So far, high school graduation news is, yes, it is at Art Park. We do have the contract. We are on Sunday, that last Sunday of June, and right now the tickets are just holding a little bit, but we think we should be able to go back to the way we used to do it before pandemic. As long as nothing pops up in May and June here, that's our plan. And if you have a senior, they'll be contacting you and sending you letters and all that stuff, so you'll know about it. Let's see. The strategic plan and thought exchange link is there now as well, so please take a minute to put some thoughts in there. It could be different grade levels and not 7th and 8th, but there is something on the 31st, and we did post that already itself. So there's been a lot all week, and so I might have had the two confused. But last I saw, there is one grade level at 6:30, another grade level at 7:30. So it'll be on the Fine Arts page. So if you're looking for that, it'll be there for what is going on when in the arts and music. And we had the Carnegie Art Center, and we had the play, and we have a lot of concerts, so it's nice to get back and see the kids and how talented they are. So just a reminder to please do the thought exchange over the next week. The way that works again is that you rate, so it's important to go back. If you do it today, maybe take a look at it on Sunday or Monday and see who else has written in and rate their thoughts, because the more we get, the more accurate the data is. Also, don't forget that there's the digital equity survey that the state's asking us to share with you. And I want to thank everybody for their continued support of the students in the arts and the music. And we're looking forward to a great end of the school year and some spring sports. So take care, everybody. And we will not be back on Facebook Live now until April 27th. We went every other week, and that takes us into the Easter break. So we will be back on April 27th, but we're always here at the school and at the office. So if something comes up between now and the end of April, please don't hesitate to give us a call. I'm just making sure there's no one else here. Yes, the Lady Jacks Field at the start of the softball season We are hearing there is a petition from all the teams that we play not to use the home because of the condition of the field. Not heard of a petition, but that doesn't mean it's not here yet. Lady Jack's Field is an older one. It is under constant update with the parent group there, and we work with our buildings and grounds. It was reseeded, and the ground was taken care of last summer. We did not let the city use it, so it should be in better playable shape this spring. So 7th and 8th grade, it is. They're singing with the high school students. And we will be back in a month. I'll keep looking at the comments later today. It does send me a notification, and I try to answer those if they come in late. Please share this if you're watching it after the live broadcast. Just know that we will monitor it over the next 48 hours and try to get any comments answered. Thank you, everybody, and have a great Easter. We won't be back till after Easter and a nice spring recess. So take care, and we will see you at the end of April.